Welcome back, pit friends and front ensemble members. Today I'm going to just talk about before the downbeat, before the first note. How do you get ready to play on time? How do you make sure you play at the same time as your neighbor or the entire band? I use what I call the practice method for marching band or indoor drumline. My practice method is a 5-step method. 1 is stand by. 2 is listen for directions. 3, 8 and go. 4, freeze and listen. 5 is repeat or relax. All right, so in those 5 steps, I'll quickly explain them here. Stand by, number 1. You're going to stand at your parade rest. For our mallet instrument players, feet apart, shoulder width, and your mallets to your sides. In your hands, ready to go, listening. Which brings us to step 2, which is listen for directions. Shouldn't be talking, not time to make jokes, not time to mess around. You should be listening for those starting points and stopping points of the music that you're going to be playing. Step 3 is the 8 and go. Now, if you're a dancer or if you're in the color guard, you're used to this: 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, and go. So for our purposes, for drumline and marching band, as percussionists, we like to do it 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and play. All right. A lot of times we're going to be using the metronome to do that, and you'll hear either 8 ticks on the metronome, tick, 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 and play. Or if you'll hear the lead snare drummer or section leader, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and play. There's a silent count-off version too. The silent count-off version, you just hear 1, 2, and in your head, 1, 2, 3, 4, and play. Sometimes you'll hear the battery behind you dutting, D-U-T, dut. So you hear dut, 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 and play. All right, all of those methods work. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. The silent method, the duts. They're all how we get started to play the music. Step 4 is freeze and listen. So after you've played your part, played the piece of the music or the portion of the music that we're working on, freeze and listen. I always recommend hold for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. In those 3 seconds, your band director or your instructor will tell you exactly what we're going to do next. Things you can fix, things you did great, things you need to improve upon, and then we're going to go again. This helps make practice time much more efficient. If we only see you for 3 hours, 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock on a Monday and a Wednesday, that's it. We got 6 hours for the week to clean stuff up, so we need to be very efficient with the time when we're together so that we get the most music playing in. And talking in between reps is just unacceptable. We need to be ready to go. So after you're done playing, freeze, listen for that instruction. Take it in your head, think about it. Think how you're going to fix it and make it happen. And then step 5 is repeat or relax. We're either going to do it again or we're going to relax and we'll go on to the next thing or listen for another instruction. Again, relax doesn't mean talk. Just means simply relax in position and wait for that next instruction. So again, 5 steps. Stand by, listen for directions, 8 and go, freeze and listen, repeat or relax. That's our 5-step method. All right, let's take this to the keyboard. All right, in our 5-step practice method, step 1 is to stand by, getting ready to play. So you're going to have your mallets to your side, feet apart, good standing position. Step 2 is to listen for instructions. You're going to listen to where you're going to start and stop. Ready to go. Now you hear the metronome or the snare drummer doing the count off, the 8 and go. Here's how it's going to look. You'll hear 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, then there's your first note. Note that 3 is fast down, 4 is fast up, and then the 1 after it is right in time, hitting on the downbeat with everyone else. Step 4, after you're done playing your music, is to freeze and listen again. So stand still, freeze. I always recommend counting to 3 in your head quietly. When you get done with your music, play your note, you're done, you freeze, count 1, count 2, count 3. By that time, your band director or instructor will tell you what we're going to do next, and hopefully we can jump right into it and do it again. If you're going to loop it and there's no time to do the whole count off, you just keep your mallets up ready to play. If you're going to start again with an 8 and go, full 8 and go, come back down and you hear 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4, and play again. Okay? So that is our 5-step method. Now let's do it with the metronome. So the metronome is going to pretend to be the Dr. Beat that you hear on the marching band field or in the band room for practicing. Or the snare drummer could do this too if we don't have a metronome available. Here we go. Step 1, stand by, standing at parade rest, feet apart, good position, shoulder width apart, mallets down to your sides. Step 2, to listen for instructions. We're not talking at this time. Step 3, you have to listen for that 8 and go. Here's our 8 and go. It'll be the metronome. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, play. Now we just played our rep. We're done. We're freezing, step 4. And step 5, we're either going to repeat it or relax. Okay? I hope that all made good sense to you. And if you can just do this one thing to start playing it together at the same time as all your friends and the entire band, it'll help with starts and stops all the time. And also, the 5-step method for practicing will keep our time more efficiently used during our practice time when we're together. Again, band practice when we're all together is for the group. Okay, it's not meant to be individual practice time. It's rehearsal time for the whole band. So you need to have these steps in place so that we can make the best use of our time while we're together and play more, because we all want to play music more. Who wants to stand around and listen? We want to play more music, and we can play more music by using this quick 5-step method for practices to keep it efficient and lots of reps. And the more we play, the better we get. So stay home, stay safe, stay healthy, and I look forward to seeing you sometime soon playing on the field. Stand at parade rest, which is feet apart, and Kitty. Come on over here. Come on over here. Kitty, come on. Let's get off the keyboard. Over here. Over here. You can sit over here, but you have to sit over here. All right, stay there. All right. All right, step 1, stand by. So our standby position is parade rest, mallets at our side like this. We're waiting for instruction. Step 2 is to listen for that instruction. I know. Kitty, come on over here again. Kitty, come on over here. Okay, you need to sit here. All right, sit here. Sit here.